So this is another question from V Ganeshan. It is question number 5 from the unsolved questions. So see, this is a very different kind of a question. In this, what they have given us, they have given us that at an injection pressure of 180 bar, that is the pressure of injection is 180 bar, a spray penetration of 30 centimeter in 22 milliseconds is obtained. See what is happening whenever you are injecting the fuel. See, I'll show you this diagram. See over here. So what they are saying that the pressure inside the injector is 180 bar, and whenever the fuel is injected, this fuel is traveling a distance of 30 centimeter. Let's say from this red point to this it is 30 centimeter, and it is traveling this 30 centimeters in 22 milliseconds. This is what they are telling us in this question. Okay, so it is traveling a 30 centimeter in 22 milliseconds. If the injection pressure is 240 bar, instead of 180 bar, if the pressure is 240 bar, what would have been the time taken to penetrate the same distance? That is, they have to travel the same, the fuel has to travel the same distance of 30 centimeter at the pressure of 240 bar. Then how much time will be required by the spray to reach 30 centimeters? That is what they are asking. Assume the same orifice and combustion chamber density. So all the other conditions are same. The only thing that is changing is the injection pressure. And the combustion chamber pressure is 30 bar. The pressure of the combustion chamber is 30 bar. So delta P is what? Pressure difference between injector and the combustion chamber. So in first case it will be 180 bar minus 30 bar, that is 150 bar. And in second case it will be 240 bar minus 30 bar, that is 210 bar. They are asking us to find the time taken in the second case to penetrate a distance of 30 centimeter, and they are telling us to use the relationship S is directly proportional to T delta P, where S is distance in centimeter, T is time in milliseconds, and delta P is pressure difference in bar.
So we'll start off by writing the given data. Okay, so now that we have written the given data, we will write what we have to find. Okay, so this is a very different kind of a question, but it is like your heat transfer sums where you have dimensional analysis. Okay, so in this question, see, they have given us a formula. What is the formula? They have given us that penetration in centimeter is directly proportional to the time in millisecond divided by difference in pressure. Okay, so now by this time you should know that whenever we convert a constant or whenever we convert proportionality into an equal to sign, we always add a constant of proportionality. See, for example, whenever we say that force is directly proportional to the rate of change of momentum, okay, this is what we say. Then it comes to force is directly proportional because mass remains constant for speeds lower than speed of light. So mass into dv by dt. So F is directly proportional to ma. And what do we do to convert this proportionality sign into equal to sign? We add a constant of proportionality. In all our cases, what do we do? The constant of proportionality, we take it to be 1. Okay, so our units make sense, but it is not necessary that this constant of proportionality should always be 1. Okay, so now we first have to find this constant of proportionality. See what I mean, let us we will see over here. Okay, see, S is what? Penetration in centimeter. So in first case, what is the penetration of fuel? 30 centimeter. So that is 30 centimeter I will write over here. Let us not look at this equal to sign right now. Let there be directly proportional. Okay. So what is T? T is time 22 millisecond, right? And what is square root of delta P? See, delta P is what? Difference in pressure between injector and combustion chamber. What is injection pressure? 180 bar. What is combustion chamber pressure? 30 bar. So 180 minus 30, 150. Okay. Now let us calculate the left hand side and right hand side. Okay. Left hand side is 30. What is right hand side? 22 under root 150. Okay. 22 into square root of 150. What is the value? 269.44. Now here we cannot directly put equal to, right? Because 30 is not equal to 269.44. So if we have to put equal to over here, okay, what we will have to do, we will have to multiply the right side by a constant, and that constant is our constant of proportionality. In our case, what will be the value of k? The value of k will be 30 divided by 269.44. Okay, so always remember, whenever you have to convert the proportionality sign into an equal to sign, there will always be a constant of proportionality. It is not necessary that the constant of proportionality should be on the right side only. You can put the constant of proportionality on the left side also, but it is a general practice to put the constant of proportionality on the right side. Okay, so we are putting this on the right side. So what is the value? 30 divided by 269.44. So 0.111. Okay, so this is the value of our constant of proportionality. Now we will use this value for our case 2. Okay, we will use this K for our case 2. In case 2, what is the injection pressure? 240 bar. Combustion pressure is still 30 bar. So delta P is what? 210. Okay. They have given fuel penetration is again 30 centimeters. So in this case, S is equal to KT square root of delta P. S is what? 30. K we have just found out, 0.111. What is T? T is the time for penetration. That is what we have to find. And they have given delta P as what? 240 minus 30. 210. So T will be what? 30 divided by 0.111 into square root of 210. So what is that? 30 divided by 0.111 into square root of 210. That comes out to be 18.65. And what is the T? T is time in millisecond. So it will be 18.65 millisecond. Okay. Now this answer is very close to the given answer, which is what? 18.59 millisecond. If you want to get the actual correct answer, this difference in answer is because of our constant of proportionality. We rounded it off. If you want the exact correct answer, we can also take it like this. See, 30 is equal to K 22 into square root of 150. This is our case number 1. What is our case number 2? Case number 2 is 30 is equal to K into T into square root of 210. Right? So by simply putting left side, because see, left side is 30 in both case, we have to find out, we can compare the right sides. Both these sides are equal to 30. We can write it like this: K into 22 into square root of 150 is equal to K into T into square root of 210. See, in this method, what is the advantage? You don't even have to find K. K gets cancelled off directly. T is equal to what? 22 into square root of 150 divided by 210, which comes out to be 22 to square root of 150 divided by 210, 18.593, which is equal to the actual answer that they have given. Okay, so you can do it by any method. Even this answer will be acceptable. The difference in answer is because of the rounding of error. This is in milliseconds, so the difference is very small. Okay, so but you can find it by both these methods, either method 1 or method 2. I like the method 2 because it is smaller, it is easier, and you don't have to find the value of K. But however you want to find it, it will be acceptable.